Hello! Today I'll be talking about Shiftry, the final evolution of A.C.T, who evolves in Nuzleaf, who evolves into Shiftry when exposed to a Leaf Stone. Its previous BYC dates are November 27th, 1996, September 18th, 1999, July 9th, 2002, April 29th, 2005, February 18th, 2008, December 9th, 2010, September 29th, 2013, July 20th, 2016, May 11th, 2019, and March 1st, 2022. I think it's interesting what elements were kept and what elements were changed between Nuzleaf and Shiftry. I most know Shiftry from Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. I associate Shiftry with its title, Guardian of the Forest, so much that when doing my Gen 2 playthrough for the series on my gaming channel, I was confused how a sign in the Ilex Forest was talking about the Guardian of the Forest, given how Shiftry was presumably not invented yet, not realizing it was referring to Celebi, who also has this title. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Shiftry, the wicked Pokemon, whose number is 0 to 175. This is what it looks like. Its type is Grass Dark. Abilities: Chlorophyll or Wind Rider in Gen 9+. Pretty sure that would just be Gen 9. Pickpocket is its hidden ability. Early Bird was its second ability in Gen 3 through 8. Gender ratio is 50-50. Catch rate is 45 or 11.9%. Breeding is 8 group. Field and grass. Hatch time 15 cycles. Height is 4'3" or 1.3 meters. Weight is 131.4 pounds or 59.6 kilograms. Basic experience yields 181, Gen 3 through 4, and 216, 5+. Leveling grade is medium slow, EVL is 3, and attack. Shape is that, footprint is that. Pokedex color is brown, and base friendship is 70. Shiftry is a dual-type grass/dark Pokemon introduced in Gen 3. It evolves from Nuzleaf when exposed to a Leaf Stone. It is the final form of A.C.T. Biology: Shiftry is a bipedal, portly plant Pokemon that appears to be made of wood. A shaggy white mane covers most of its face and trails down its back. Long pointed ears poke out of the top of its mane, and it has a long pointed nose and a large mouth with teeth that are usually bared. Its eyes are yellow with black sclera. This Pokemon's feet resemble Japanese Tengu Geta. 3 broad leaves with brown spokes form each of its hands and are used to create powerful winds close to 100 feet or 30 meters per second in speed. A female will have smaller leaves than a male. Shiftry is a wicked, mysterious, and very rare Pokemon that lives atop ancient trees in deep tropical forests. It arrives with freezing winds and is feared by people as the guardian of the forest. It is said that when Shiftry does this, the winter season will arrive. It can read an opponent's mind and then take preemptive action. In the Pokemon the series Ruby and Sapphire episode Jump for Joy, it was shown to lead large groups of A.C.T and Nuzleaf. Folklore states that Shiftry was once an evil bird Pokemon before its wings and beak were replaced as punishment for its misdemeanor. Evolution: Shiftry evolves from Nuzleaf and is the final form of A.C.T. So A.C.T, Nuzleaf, Shiftry. Game data, NPC appearances, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Shiftry is the leader of Team Shifty, a normal rank rescue team. Initially only does missions for profit, but this changes after it is scolded by Team Axe Alakazam for refusing to rescue a Jumpluff from Silent Chasm. It is rescued by the player from Zapdos and stays in Pokemon Square. After completing the game, it gives access to Buried Relic once Stormy Sea has been completed. The same Shiftry returns at Super Mystery Dungeon as a recruitable character. Pokedex entries in Gen 3 and Ruby. Shiftry is a mysterious Pokemon that is said to live atop towering trees dating back over 1,000 years. It creates terrific windstorms with the fans it holds. Sapphire. Shiftry's large fans generate awesome gusts of wind at a speed close to 100 feet per second. The whipped-up wind blows anything away. This Pokemon chooses to live quietly deep in forests. Emerald is said to arrive on chilly, wintry winds, feared from long ago as the guardian of forests. This Pokemon lives in a deep forest where people do not venture. Fire Red and Leaf Green, a Pokemon that was feared as a forest guardian. It can read the foe's mind and take preemptive action. In Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, by flapping its leafy fan, it can whip up gusts of 100 feet per second that can level houses. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It lives quietly in the deep forest. It is said to create chilly, wintry winds with the fans it holds. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are Diamond, Pearl, and Platinums. X is basically Fire Red and Leaf Green's entry, but Pokemon has now the correct casing. Y is basically the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum and Gen 5 entries, but the 100 feet slash second has just been replaced to the actual term, the per second. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are basically Ruby and Sapphires, but Shiftry and Pokemon are now the correct casing. In Gen 8, Sword is the X entry. Shield is Heart Gold and Soul Silver's entry. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are basically their Diamond and Pearl counterpart, but Fan has been replaced by fans, and 100 feet slash second has been replaced with like the per, the full phrase. Gen 9, Scarlet. It is said that when Shiftry flaps its leafy fans atop ancient trees, chilly winds blow and the season rolls into winter. Violet. Legends tell of a bird Pokemon that received divine punishment for its evil deeds and had its beak and wings replaced. So you got Shiftry in the Kitakami Pokedex. I don't know, probably about to attack the camera person, I guess, is the idea, I'm guessing. Game locations. Side game locations, and events. Held items, in Sword and Shield, you get the Power Herb 5% of the time. Stats, base stats, HP 90, attack 100, defense 60, special attack 90, special defense 60, speed 80 for a total of 480. Pokeathlon stats, type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, rock, steel, and dragon. Weak 2 fighting, flying, poison, bug, fire, ice, and fairy, all for double except for bug, which is for 4. Immune to psychic, resistant to ground, ghost, water, grass, electric, and dark, all for half. Notes, if Miracle Eye used by an opponent or this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of Psychic-type moves is 1. So go from 0 to 1. Learn set by leveling up. Because you can hypothetically have a level 14 Shiftry, we'll read these move reminders here and then go down to 14. Okay, never mind. I guess we're just doing the move reminders and then this Evo here. So by move reminder, it gets Whirlwind, Tackle, Absorb, Mega Drain, Growth, Razor Leaf, Harden, Explosion, Rollout, Swagger, Synthesis, Beat Up, Fake Out, Torment, Astonish, Extrasensory, and Sucker Punch, and upon evolution it gets Leaf Blade. By TM we're skipping. Okay, by Breeding we're skipping. By a prior evolution, C.Dot gives you Headbutt. It's a physical, normal type move. Power is 70, accuracy 100, and PP has 15. Side game data, you got all this. Okay. Pokemon Ranger, in the browser entry. When Shiftry spreads its palms and spins, it creates powerful whirlwinds. Shadows of Olmia, it whips up winds with its arms, then sends out twisters to attack. Got all these. Okay. New Pokemon Snap in the Photodex entry. The other Pokemon in the woods all revere Shiftry as a forest guardian. The storm of flower petals it whipped up with its fans was really something else. Evolution data, C.Dot, level 14 Nuzleaf, Leafstone, Shiftry. So sprites here, so a lot darker, but more or less the same. A little bit, I don't know, a lot less refined, I would say, also. Yeah, it would change a little bit. This is kind of a gold and red and orange for that, and a different kind of brown for its body, for the shiny. Yep. Then we got this kind of brown for the normal one, and then kind of see the differences. It's not, I mean, it's pretty big, the gender difference. You can see how big, yeah. And then this, not really much change. I mean, other than refining it, I think all the colors are basically the same as in Gen 3, more or less, anyway. Gen 5, you get the full back sprites. That's pretty cool. And there's another Pokemon that I don't think I've actually seen from the back, or at least not this angle, anyway. Yeah. See, okay, it's a little bit different. It's a lot more muted, I would say. Yeah, this is a lot more like the tan or brown, kind of a light brown. And then, yeah, this is a lot more muted colors. Not as bright. Gen 6, we get the models here, so it changes a little bit, but not much. Kind of like the layering there, that's fun. This changes, though. Oh, that's a lot. That goes from like a, it turns to like a red and kind of a cream colored, I guess. That's interesting. And the fans are a lot, obviously, bigger. Oh my gosh. They made them way too big. The arms are way too big. What? I mean, maybe does that go hark back to like the original, maybe? Kind of does a little bit more because it kind of shrunk them a little bit. That's interesting. Yeah. But yeah, they kind of bring them back. Although these are a lot bigger than they're probably supposed to be. Yeah. I think they shrink them a little bit in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But not much. Yeah, I got these. Yep. Yep. I got these guys. Sword and Shield. Yep. Got the better models, of course. Homes. Got these models. Animation, Shiftry, and Pokemon Horizons the series. So got all these. Pokedex entries, Advanced Generation, Episode 37, and Ash's Pokedex. Shiftry, the wicked Pokemon. Shiftry is a mysterious creature that lives deep within the forest. They are said to live in the tops of trees that are over 1,000 years old. Diamond Pearl, Episode 14, in Dawn's Pokedex. Shiftry, the wicked Pokemon. Its large fan can cause winds in excess of 100 feet per second and can blow anything away. In the manga, Shiftry and Pokemon Adventures. Seems to be causing a twister, I guess. That's interesting. In the TCG. Trivia, we read at this point in the Ludicolo video. Origin, Shiftry seems to be based on a mature oak tree, and a Tengu, Japanese yokai with long noses, who use their supernatural powers to protect forests and play cruel tricks on people. Like Shiftry, Tengu are often depicted with flowing white hair and wearing single-toothed wooden sandals called geita. They also wield magical fans that have the power to stir great winds, similar to Shiftry's leafy hands, and ability to learn moves such as Whirlwind and Hurricane, as well as having the Wind Rider ability. Additionally, its shiny variant's reddish coloration may have been inspired by the Tengu's trademark red skin. Its wooden humanoid body and large mouth are also reminiscent of a Nutcracker doll. Name origin, Shiftry may be a combination of Shifty, appearing deceitful, and tree. Dirtang may be a combination of dirty, dishonest, and Tengu. Now the languages, related articles, let's move on. Now let's watch Shiftry's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching Jirachi Wishmaker. In this film, the narrator is introducing the world of Pokemon to new viewers, and this unknown trainer is about to send out a couple of his Pokemon. I guess it's a 2-on-2 battle. Shiftry and Aggron.
And Pokemon often team up for sporting competitions. By combining strength,
Solrock,
courage, wisdom, and trust, the partners hope to emerge victorious in what are known as Pokemon battles. Together, Pokemon and humans
that was Shiftry's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Shiftry. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who are familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're on the single image, and that's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. This is the A.C.T family by Zero-chan, 923,600. So we did this one yesterday, but we can do it again. So it's, the A.C.T line, A.C.T, Nuzleaf, and Shiftry. I think it's supposed to, portray their roles in the forest. This one sort of being, the leader, the guardian of the forest, and this one, doing all the work. Doing all the hard labor and stuff to maintain the forest. And this one just sort of sucks on the trees. It's like a baby, and, it sucks on the trees to get nutrients and stuff. Yeah, it's a very good piece of art. Let's move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight, as I'll need to wait until I've talked about Wailord to evolve Nuzleaf into Shiftry. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Tailo. As always, this is my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.